Peace and greetings, Soul Family. Welcome, 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 welcome on in. How are we all doing? How are we all feeling? Let me know where you're all tuning in from. So good to see everyone. Welcome in, Davina, Jaco, Shiva, B. Miles, Linus 77 full. Welcome in. King, welcome on in. How are you all doing? How are you all feeling? How are you all doing? Wow. So good to see everyone. Welcome on in, checking in from Los Angeles. Welcome in, T. Thomas, the resurrected Saturn god. Welcome on in. Welcome in, Cosmic Energy. Welcome in, Peyton. Good to see you. Feeling tired but fabulous. Welcome in, Maria. Good to see you. Erica D. Welcome in. Doing great. It's been lazy all day. Welcome in, Mega Miss Little. Good to see you. Shiva checking in from fabulous Durham, North Carolina. One of my more favorite places in the world to be and to connect. Cosmic Love, so good to see you. Journey, welcome on in. Priestess Nadra, welcome in. Dre, Yaza, Aline Bay, welcome in. Lola Falana is in the building. Welcome in. Tramel is in the building. Welcome in, Tramel. Brittany Vibes is here. Good to see everybody. Wow, how are we feeling? How are we doing? Well, I almost said, I think I can say this for some of us. I almost said welcome to April, but April is coming real soon. We will be in the month of April. We're already in that April energy, but I was sitting here and I was thinking, am I going to go live today? Am I going to go live? It's been a pretty full weekend for me. I don't know about you. Oh, I don't know about you all, but it's been a pretty busy and a pretty full weekend as well. How's the weather? Because we are going to be getting some pretty twisted weather out here. So be advised. But how are you all doing? How are you feeling? How's the weather where you are? Did you get outside and allow some of this solar energy to connect with you? Did you get to connect with some of this solar energy? It's been storming. Yeah, storming, lightning. Some of you are in the mist. Tennessee, Oklahoma, places like that. Some places on the East Coast going up the eastern seaboard. Lots of stormy weather coming out that way. Roberta, welcome on in, checking in. Welcome everybody on in. Wow. Jaco says, Jocko says, been sunbathing a lot this month. This is a great month to do that. Lewis says, gloomy and sprinkling in the bay. In the bay. Creative Solutions, welcome on in. I am Ms.Blue, the Soulful Oracle, and I want to welcome you all in. We're going to get started here in just a moment. Technically, we are already started. And happy solar eclipse, this super new moon. I know you're feeling the vibes. I know you're feeling the vibes. Change is in the air. Change is in the air. We're going to be talking about April. Happy born day to everyone who's been celebrating a born day. Yes, we got to give out that born day wishes to everyone. Brittany Vice says it's been a beautiful weekend soaking in the sunshine and the trees. Beautiful. I've been outside as well, soaking it up. Maria says, yes, sun bath with the gravity magic. That was something. Ooh, I bet it was. Recharge. I got to try that. I haven't even tried that with. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, gravity magic, it's one of my digital download products that is going to help you step into the very, very best version of yourself and keep you nice and grounded, which is something that's needed in this time. The astrology villain of the zodiac. Welcome on in. Welcome on in, sis. I love your name as well. Grateful that you graced us with the show tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in and being here. Creative Solutions 7.0. Truth, true, true that eight. True, true to eight. True to eight. Am I saying that right? True dot eight or true to the eighth. Welcome, welcome in. Katora is here. Welcome on in. How many of you have your liquid magic? How many of you have your veil breaker? Because it's so much breakthrough energy that is come through the door like boom. We are coming through the door like boom. Yeah. And I'm going to be doing something. First of all, let me kind of gather myself here. Welcome in, Jennifer. Jennifer said, I do. Um, it's been, I'm sorry, true to eight. Welcome in, Priestess Pure Feminine. Good to see you. Um, it's been a busy weekend for me, and it was something I didn't plan. It was a busy ass weekend. I'm taking that cue from y'all with the ass thing. It's a busy, busy weekend. Um, Not anything really over the top, but busy. Um, Being outside, the weather is changing and just kind of out and about. Had to make a few runs to the grocery store to get a few things that I needed. Um, had a chance to go by Best Buy, always up for a Best Buy run, see what's going on there. And, just out and about in the city. Usually on the weekends, we don't cook. So I am eating out, had a chance to try some new eats and just kind of navigate that space a little bit. Royalty Radio. Welcome on in. I felt so beautiful today, even when people at work were fighting all day, just minding my own business, list, clock it, and sipping on that liquid magic veil breaker. It is a game changer for sure. Welcome in, Cynthia McKinney. Good to see you, Priestess Nadra. Let's see. Bridget B is in the house. Good to see you, Jennifer Bliss, Crystal Tate, Black Cat Astrology. Ooh, y'all are coming through with the names. And speaking of which, I am relatively new to astrology, I would like to say. I consider myself to still be a student and a practitioner of it, even though I've taught a class in astrology for that introduction level. And I have found a love for astrology over the years. No cap. If you would have talked to me maybe 10 years ago, I would have told you, no, I'm not up for that astrology stuff. But needless that I know, I was tapped into astrology. The beautiful thing that I love about astrology is it doesn't require your belief for it to work. And it really is a very powerful tool for all of us growing up on planet Earth. And I recommend that everyone learn about what I call the big four. And so this is something that I put out earlier in the year. And I said, yes, sun sign, Know that. Know the sun sign. Know the sign that you commanded the sky to the constellation of that sun to be, what your avatar is being birthed through. Know your sun sign. Know your rising sign. Know what was on the rise at the time that you were born, because this changes every 2 to 3 hours when a person is born. So know that rising sign, right? Because that rising sign is how you rise to the occasion. It's really where you feed your energy of your avatar through. I think a part of your past lives come through your rising sign as well too. It comes through your sun sign, but your rising sign as well. And definitely know your moon sign, because that moon sign is really going to give you some deep indication about your moon, right? About your mood. The moon is going to help you understand about your mood, about your mood and your emotions and how you feel. And not only that, it's going to help you to understand about your body. If you want to understand about your physical body, the moon can help you do that, just understanding about your moon sign and even about your physical home. I think sometimes when we hear these things in astrology and we hear them, we take them so abstract, like there's something outside of you. And then the other caveat that I added in there is to understand where your north node is. You can get a lot of insight on that, and then ultimately, here's one of the things: if all else fails, recognize that you are all of the zodiacs. You have 12 houses. You know how sometimes in the sacred book, in one of the sacred books, the Bible, they talk about the mansion and how there are many rooms in my father's mansion. There's so many rooms in my father's mansion. Those are the 12 zodiac houses, like the 12 disciples. And each one of those rooms in your father's mansion, in your higher self son's mansion, you reside. A piece of you, a essence of you, a skill, a craft, some of your magical powers reside in those houses. So think of it this way: if you had a mansion, imagine if you had a mansion, but you only went to the living room, the kitchen, and your bedroom. You would be missing out on so much because you wouldn't know what was going on in the other rooms. And then all of a sudden, you start to explore the mansion and think, wow, I have a theater room. Wow, I got a whole gym here. You mean to tell me I was getting in my car and I was going to Planet Fitness every single day and I got a whole gym in my house? I got a whole gym that I knew nothing about. Stay with me. I'm going somewhere. This is about the month of April. This is the time that you can begin to explore the mansions in your house, the rooms in your mansion, so you can understand about different things about yourself. Now, some people will translate that and they will call it exploring your shadow side. But remember, the shadow side of what's hidden in the dark, it doesn't make it evil. It doesn't make it corrupt. It doesn't make it something fearful, but it is truly something unknown. It's unknown to you. And so a lot of times when we have things that are unknown, all of these other things can begin to start happening. We can be in a state of fear of it. It can feel like, we're being triggered by it. It can feel like something is attacking us in some kind of way because it's so unfamiliar to who we are and what we know ourselves to be. So you have a mansion inside of you, and you have so many rooms. And each one of those rooms is for a specific purpose. It's for a specific thing. It helps to bring about knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. It's here to allow you to uncover what is in your mansion. Yeah. Yeah. I love that. I love exploring my mansion because there's so many parts of ourselves that we didn't know exist. It's like going in that closet you ain't been in and you open the door and you like, dang, I forgot all about this. But I want you to take that in because this is going to be a lot of the vibe that we're going to be feeling in the month of April for all of us, for absolutely all of us. Welcome in, Mr. Dante. Welcome in, Tremel, Michelle B, Priestess Gwen, and everyone who's joining us, Papa Flynn. Welcome in. So this is what April is going to be about. I'm gonna take sort of a provocative approach here and step outside some boundaries which I'm feeling very called to do at this particular time. And so I invite you, if it feels right for you to do that as well, welcome in, go leave, good to see you, is to do that as well. And to think of the month of April as sort of this experimental, experimental month. Like we are exploring new horizon. Not to mention, April is where we will officially get a glimpse of a new world order. This is we will look back a couple of months from now and realize, oh shit, we are in a new world order. A whole new world order. It is a time of a great awakening. You're not behind. So many of you are thinking right now, you're looking at your life and you're thinking about things that have transpired, that haven't transpired, that you did, that you didn't do. And you kind of got that feeling like I'm so behind. I have so many things I've got to catch up with. I need to get done. You're not behind. You're not behind at all. You're not. Mm-mm. In fact, you're right in alignment. And that's what I'm going to be sharing here today. I want to welcome you all in again. We're going to be talking about Judgment Day energy. What does that mean? What does that mean for you? What does it mean for all of us here? Uh, Especially with this eclipse energy, the retrogrades that are going on, and also this soul rebirth, all of this that is coming to this culmination in the month of April. And we're going to see how the alchemy gets done. By the way, welcome to the Alchemy Collective. Everyone here who is in the blue room as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing. It's going to be a mixture here. It's sort of my nod to the remix because I'm going to be infusing my psychic abilities, my clairvoyant abilities, tapping into the Akashic records, as well as relying on the foundation of the tarot and bringing in the elements of astrology and numerology and sort of mixing them all together to give you a forecast with some insight. Basically, I'm giving you some shit you can use. These ingredients. And I'm also going to end it with an elixir potion ritual that you can begin to take part in if you so please for this month. Yeah, yeah, that part. That part. So grab you a pen, a piece of paper, something to write with, write on, and we're going to get ready to get into it. I'm going to be going through all 12 signs. Feel free to listen for your sun sign, right? Where you're probably going to be able to get the most. Put it this way. We have to make a divide here. If you have been on the planet for more than 33 years, then your sun sign is going to be your focus. Stay with me. If you haven't been on the planet in this lifetime more than 33 years, your rising sign is where I want you to focus. Now, if you have been on the planet, because according to my demographics and my statistics, it range anywhere from 15 years all the way up to 80 plus years old. Now, if you've been on the planet and you are so blessed to be here beyond the age of 70 and above, then I want you to listen for your sun sign and your moon sign, and definitely infuse your rising sign. Now, for all of us, you can listen to all three because that's going to give you a more holistic view about what's happening, especially when you understand. Because when we start talking about the sun sign is, this is where you get those elements of what your filter is in this avatar that you have, that you want to present into the world. It's also tied into your vitality, and it's connected to a lot of your physical gifts that you have in this world, and your purpose. It's going to be there. Your rising sign, right, is how you animate yourself in this avatar. It's your animation of how you bring through um, who you are and expressing that from a soul level on the planet. Moon side, how you feel on the inside, and actions that you take or actions you don't take. And also connected to where you live on the planet, what city, what state, what country, what continent, as well as your mood, your temperament about you, and also about how you feel on the inside, your feelings, and how that's a natural flow for you and where that natural flow comes out. And so you can look at these different aspects, and it's just going to give you some touch points in there. But amongst all things, listen to your intuition, your higher self. So we're going to get ready to get started. I'm not going to delay this, but did we get a chance to hear some music today? We haven't heard Baby Blue in a while. If nothing else moves you, life will. Boy, oh boy, Ms.Blue has been switching this shit up since 2023 and beyond. And don't worry, there is more changes still coming. I'm staying open, uh, as I have been encouraging you all to do. I want to give a big shout out to the futuristic class. We can say that, right? We're about to go into quarter two. And so we'll be getting ready for our live call together. I will send that out way ahead of time to everybody. And it's not too late. It's not too late. We are just in the third month. Wait, January, February, March, April. No, we're in the fourth month. Well, we're technically in the third month of the year. We still have much more, so you can join the futuristic group as well. We do a lot of cool things together, and I have some more things planned for us as we continue as well. So we'll have that link for you here soon. You can do that, but shouts out. Shouts out to the futuristic class and everyone who's a part of Self-Invested, the Galactic E-Files, and all of the work and all of the soul tribe here together, the magic makers, the alchemists, and everyone To the divine priestess, I want to send them so much love. Thank you so much for continuously doing your work on the planet, and being here. And for everyone who, whether you are my day ones or you happen to stumble upon this very holy, sacred space here that's filled with a lot of galactic vibes, I want to welcome you on in. Greetings, Odell. Greetings, Michelle. Greetings, Crystal. Greetings to everyone who's coming in. So we're going to get ready. Let me pull up my notes because let me clear my throat. I got to do that. I got to do that, do that, do that. All right. We got to, this is going to be so much fun. We're going to talk about this energy for the month of April, which technically that energy is already here. And I know you all can feel that. If you see me kind of looking around, it's because I'm looking at my notes here, that I'm going to do that. So it is no doubt that we are moving into some powerful energy. I'm just going to go ahead and preference and say, baby, for the rest of your life, we will be in powerful energy. Let's just go ahead. Let's just go ahead and make that a norm. Okay. For the rest of your life, you are going to be in some powerful time and some powerful energy. We are stepping into a new world order here. But it does come with a requirement. And this is what we're going to be talking about. And April is this month that you get a chance to get that understanding of what that is, Yeah, because it comes with April is not here to play with us. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Because April is not here playing with us at all. It's a month of some major cosmic alignments that are happening. And you will feel these cosmic alignments in your physical body. And that is something that, I kind of started taking some notes on that I'm going to be writing about in this month of April, is to talk more about the physical integration of this, because this is new for us here, right? Now, there is a channeled, tailor-made for every zodiac sign. And I say it that way because you're going to know what feels right for you. And that's what I want you to connect to. So April 2025, this energy. Mercury is retrograde in Aries, and this is happening, if you want to take notes, from April the 1st to about the 25th. Now, the beautiful thing about this energy, we're going to get into. But anyway, we got a full moon, and a full moon in Libra, baby. Ain't nothing like a full moon in Libra. Ain't nothing like the real thing. And a full moon in Libra is going to be bringing out a lot of that. That is happening on April the 12th. And then we're going to have a very grounding and a very abundant energy in a new moon that's happening in Taurus. And that's going to be, depending on where you are in the world, around April the 27th. And yes, wait for it. Wait for it. Venus is going to be retrograde in Pisces. When Venus gets in Pisces, everything must bow because she is exalted in Pisces. I want you to think about hanging out with your most favorite person in the world that just entertains you to the fullest, that hypes your ass up. Anything you want to do, they on 1,000. They ready to go with you. Venus is retrograde. She's retrograde. So she a little, she ain't quite like herself, but it's like not feeling good, but seeing your most favorite person on the planet. Somehow that just makes you feel more like yourself than ever. You understand? So, and that's going to happen. Things are going to start wrapping up on April the 12th, too. Neptune is going to be fresh and clean when it steps into Aries. But that's a damn game changer. But I promise you, when Neptune, oh, thank you for that. I got to put that up. That's so sweet. I love you, Lola. You're one of my favorite people, too. So listen, Neptune's is going to be fresh in Aries, fresh and clean coming in Aries. So this month, the month of April, is all about reclaiming your soul's power, not your physical power, your soul's power, which is something completely different. We've heard a lot about calling back your power. No, no, no. This is reclaiming your soul's power. This is about a love alignment, like coming into love and this alignment. It's about having not just clarity, cosmic clarity. That means you can see shit before it happens, cosmically. You can see things. It's Monday, but you already know what's going to happen on Wednesday and Friday and Saturday. You can see it clear, very clear. And here goes my phone trying to ruin my fun, telling me to get ready for bed. But anywho, I digress. So let's begin. All right. So here's some areas again for you to take what resonates with you. You're going to hear me say that a lot in the upcoming days and years. Please just take what resonates with you. Sun sign, moon sign, rising sign. Because here's the truth. Your higher self is going to know where to land. It's going to know where to take this in. Your spirit will know. Yeah. So like, subscribe, share. Let's do it. If these are some of the vibes that you feel being in this space is nourishing your soul, let's get it. By the way, I think this is the first time I've ever done this. So we're going to see how it goes, right? Y'all let me know if we need to do more of this. We're going to start with Aries, and rightfully so, because it's so much going on in Aries. So much. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Aries. Oh, Aries. Hold on, Aries. Look at that. Look at that. I got something here, Aries. I gotta get you right, Aries. I can't come out the block. The block is hot, and I can't come out the block with the block not being hot. Hold on, Aries. Give me a second. Give me a second. I don't know what I was thinking, Aries. Wow. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. All right. All right. We got to have a serious conversation here, Aries. Yeah. Yeah. We got to have a conversation because I want you to look at this. This is the 5 of Swords. I want you to see that. Look at that. You see how he's standing there with them swords, ready to get down with the get down? You see that, right? You see that. So y'all already know what that means if you're Aries, but I want to tell you this. This is not the time for you to try to prove a point. And right now, what's happening is you got a lot of people in your ear. You got a lot of people around you that's trying to make you prove, show and prove. And you want to prove to them, listen, I'm right. You don't know what you're talking about. And this is real to me. There's this kind of energy. But I promise you, Aries, this is not the time to prove a point. And then here's something else you got to learn. Not everyone deserves access to you. You got to stop putting yourself in places and spaces with people and just giving everybody to have access to you at any given time. You can't keep giving people this kind of access to you because there's something greater that is happening. And one of the things I'm going to encourage you to do, because this Mercury retrograde is bringing you some lessons, some beautiful lessons, if you can harness these lessons here, Aries, to teach you the art of pausing before you swing. Whether you're swinging with your tongue or whether you're physically swinging, whether you're swinging with your emotions, whether you're swinging and taking action, pause. Take a second, pause, step back and pause. And what you're going to learn is for these situations, everybody can win and you can win too. And not only can you win, you can learn so much from walking away. And there's going to be some situations where you are just going to have to take all your swords, because we know you, Aries. When you go for the juggler, you get it. And there are some things that are coming up that has made you very upset and angry. But I want you to use that fire. Use that fire to move you into a higher state of being, and understand that every battle doesn't have to be won. And sometimes the person who understands about the real winning is the one who can understand both sides and recognize that I still ain't effing with that, but I'm going to stay true to me and be okay with that. It doesn't have to be this big blow up, because you're going to be challenged. You know a lot of shit, Aries. You know a lot of shit. You have activated so many things. You have implemented new things in your day-to-day life, and other people watch you. They see how you move. They see the different things you're doing, and they want some of that goodness. But don't make everything a fight. Don't make everything, so I'm going to prove my point. You don't have to do that. Here, if I could give you some counsel, some spiritual counsel, as they say, honor your peace more than your pride. Honor your peace, because, like I said, everyone doesn't deserve access to you. And so you want to be around people where you feel like you ain't got to prove who you are, what you say every single day. And sometimes, honestly, it's okay to spend this time with yourself, because you're in a very activated state here. And there are some new things that are coming in for you, Aries, and you want to stay open. And it's important that you maintain your peace. And so this is going to be your theme for this month, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for April. So there you go, Aries. Yeah. Let's go to Taurus. Here you go, Taurus. Can y'all see that? Can you see that? See if we can get that to go a little bit. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. You know, whenever I see the Ace of Pentacles and I see this hand. So here's the thing for you, Taurus. I don't know if you know this or not. Even though your life seemed like it's hell in a handbasket right now, it's a lot of stuff going on. I went in the Akashic records and just kind of took a look in at Taurus. You got a lot of stuff going on right now, a lot of ups and downs and ins and outs and uncertain times and uncertain things going on. But you're being handed something so sacred. You're being handed divine seeds. This is what I want all of my Taurus sun, moon, and risings to do with me. I need y'all to repeat after me. It seems like a lot of things are being stripped away. Friendships are being stripped away. Relationships are being stripped away. Jobs are being stripped away. Opportunities are being stripped away. It seems like things may be being stripped away, or at least held back or paused on for Taurus. It's because you're being handed divine seeds. So say this with me: new money, new growth, new soul alignment. This is what is happening, because what has happened is somehow, some way, Taurus, you made a couple of wrong turns. And not wrong according to me or anyone in the world, wrong turns according to you and your heart. But one thing about Taurus, the bull, which is connected to the bullseye, you are going to hit the bullseye. And this is recalibrating you, bringing you back into alignment. So the things that are leaving is so that new money can come in, new growth can come in, and growth that you have not seen. And this is for all of us, all signs, but growth you haven't seen, Taurus, in this lifetime. You haven't seen this. You haven't tasted this. You haven't felt this. This growth that you're stepping into, oh, you haven't seen this. Oh, you ain't felt this. Oh, this ain't nothing I don't care how great you have done. You haven't done this. This right here is something totally different for you. It's a beginning that is so different. But here's the key, and I want you to focus on this. Here is the key. It's being placed in front of you, but you got to do the work. You have to plant these seeds. You have to plant these seeds in the ground. And this is your time. April is your time for you to plant these new seeds. Stop worrying about the past. Stop worrying about what didn't go right. Stop worrying about what wasn't fair and what is fair and what should be and what could be. You don't have time for that, because you've been given these golden seeds and you have to plant them. Plant these seeds. And then you have to begin to start taking action in this new direction, which is going to require you to stay focused. Put your head and your hands down and be about your business, Taurus, the business of you. The business of you. This is what has to happen. You have to trust that your soil, meaning your mind, and I recommend this for Taurus, that you get into a meditative practice, that you do something to calm your nervous system, to ground you. Spend time outside in nature. Make sure you are nourishing your body with the greatest and the most healthiest food for you, because that soil, which is the mind, right? Which is your thoughts, which is your feelings and your emotion. That soil needs to be ripe and ready to receive, so it can take root and begin to grow, So, your spiritual counsel for my Taurus sun, moon, and risings is I open my hands to receive, and I open my heart to believe. I want you to meditate with that statement and know what that really means, because that's going to require, I feel like by the time we get to the end of the year, we're going to see a very different Taurus than what we were used to. They're going to take a different position in our world and in our society. And one that you tend to think that Tauruses want to be out front, but really Tauruses are very timid about being out front. They'd rather help and assist someone else be out front than themselves. But it's really time for Tauruses to come out front, because they have something to share with the world at this time for these last couple of years, particularly these last 3 years that they have been going through. They have been going through so much in these last 3 years, and they will have stories to tell. They will have solutions for a lot of different things that have happened to them and that they have experienced. And they will also be able to pave a new way and a new pathway going forward. Yeah. Yeah. So Tauruses, there you go. I want to say shouts out to all the Taurus sun, moon, and risings in the building. Welcome to Brother Lance in the building. Mr. Dante, thank you for the super chat donation. And Griffin, welcome on in, and everyone who's coming on in. So now we're going to go to Gemini. And you all let me know. Let me know here. Let me know in the comment section how this is resonating with you all. Like I said, hey, I'm really feeling this, but I promise you, when we see these Tauruses again, they're going to be on some next new level, a whole nother level. I don't care what level they're on. It's about the 10X, because they have so much to say, so much to share with the world, especially about the through their lens of the last 3 to 4 years, you know? So powerful. So powerful. Alchemist Empress, good to see you, sis. Good to see you in the building. Good to see you. All right, let's go to Gemini. All right, Gemini. You see that, right, Gemini? King of Swords. Ooh, wee. Gemini. King of Swords. If you gonna ride, don't ride the white horse. Y'all know that, right? Some of y'all too young for that. If you gonna ride, ride the white horse. Yeah, that white horse, Gemini. So listen, Gemini, I understand. We get it. Your mind is moving at a high rate of speed. Gemini, your mind is moving so fast. So many downloads are coming in. So many uploads are coming in. So much is happening in that genius Gemini mind of yours. But here's a question for all my Gemini sun, moon, and rising. Are your words aligning with your wisdom? Take that in. Are your words lining up with your wisdom? You're going through a refinement time right now, Gemini. You're being refined, and this Mercury retrograde is refining your expression. It's making it more authentic, not so cynical. It's allowing you to be bold, very bold. It's allowing you to be intentional about what you're saying because you've recognized something, Gemini, and it's the craziest shit. I haven't seen many people do it. And every sign has their own little nuance of this, but Gemini literally says some shit and it happens. They'll say it and it happens. Not they'll think it. They'll say it and it happens. Like, tell me if I'm lying, Gemini. They will say something and it will happen. So, your challenge this month is to align your words with your wisdom. Because Geminis are geniuses for everyone, except for in their lives sometimes. Sometimes they're not a genius in their own life, but if you got a friend, if you got a friend in the Gemini, you got a friend. If a Gemini is your friend, you've got a friend. And Gemini, you have to take a closer look at your friends. Because how many of us have them? Gemini, your real friends. You've got to take a look at your relationships and you have to take a look at your friends and make sure that that is in an authentic alignment for you. Make sure that it is in authentic alignment for who you are, for what you know yourself to be, not because you know so much you excuse behavior and situations and say, I'll get over it. No, this is why the King of Swords is here. Because they want you to understand that your words, the words that are coming out of your mouth need to be refined because they are here to elevate you and the wisdom that you carry. Geminis are turning into the builders because there's projects and things that Gemini want to engage themselves in, especially when it comes to bringing people together and facilitating, understanding and learning some sort of skill, some sort of craft, some sort of art. And so it's important that they utilize wisdom with the words that they're speaking. This refinement of your expression is happening. And it's time for you to get a little silent, Gemini. You have been talking and speaking for the last 2 years. It's time for you to really get a little silent and sit back and observe and listen and see how the people, the groups, the connections, and people are speaking back to you and making sure that you are staying in alignment with that intention of the wisdom that you're speaking, and it's coming from that place of love. And you will get that back. You are being refined like fine wine, Gemini. And so, your spiritual counsel that I will give you is my words reflect clarity and power. And I want you to know that. Be intentional and be bold in what you say, because you know that when you say something, it will be. It will be. And it's time for you to take a good look in the mirror, Gemini, and make sure that you are in alignment with your intentions. Yeah. Yeah. Powerful. Welcome, welcome, welcome on in, everyone who's coming on in. Welcome in, Priestess Erica. Good to see you, and everyone else who's joining us. We are going to continue here for the month of April, and we're going to be going to Cancer. And here we go. Take a look. Take a look. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. For Cancer, look how she's beautifully sitting there, the queen. And she has the cup and she's holding it. Notice there's water and there's land. Queen of Cups. Cancer. Cancer. This is, ooh. Oh my goodness. Listen, my whole entire throat chakra closed up on that one. My whole throat chakra closed up on that. I had to grab me a Michael Jackson cough drop. Oh my goodness. Whew. That one was deep. Let me tell y'all something. The same thing happened when I was doing these readings earlier, because I seen a vision. And let me tell you, it was something serious. It was something so serious. I wasn't going to say it, but I'm sure my God said, we want to make sure that you don't. It's a Michael Jackson cough drop for real. So, the Queen of Cups. The reason you see the water there is because this is sacred healing waters. Cancer, the great mother. And this Cancer energy is bringing in this great mother healing waters. Hold your hand over your head. No, that ain't gonna do nothing. Mm-mm. This is healing waters, like pure healing waters. When I tell you, this is so powerful right here from my Cancer sun, moon, and risings, or anyone who has strong Cancer placements, which I do as well. This is healing waters that is here. Now, Cancer, the month of April is going to offer a very rare but a very familiar opportunity. An opportunity for you, how can I say this? To be present with your own feelings. Now, we know Cancer is connected to the moon, and the moon is connected to Cancer, which the moon is over the tides of the water on the planet, on Earth, and the waters within us. And so this is a very emotional, very healing, very intuitive energy. This month, Cancer, you will be granted the gift, and it's a sacred gift, to be able to be present with your own feelings. And you will see this reflection in your relationships. You will see this reflection within others, but you're going to see this reflection within yourself the deepest. So, Cancer is already a emotional sign. It's an emotional energy. It's the mother energy, right? But you're going to be learning how to sit in your own feelings, because one thing about Cancer, a lot of people don't talk about this. It's one of the more intuitive signs out of all of the zodiac signs. You know, Cancer is the crab. So it's that hard shell, like who just said that? Lance, hard but soft, hard on the outside, but so soft on the inside. That softness is that emotion, the nurturing, the intuitiveness, and then the hard side. But Cancer, you will be learning how to be present with your feelings without allowing it to flood and overtake you. And this is something that most true Cancers have not been able to master in their lives. How to sit with their feelings. They can take on your feelings, read your feelings, understand your feelings, but it's difficult for them to sit with their own feelings. The month of April, Cancers will be learning, you'll be learning how to be present with your own feelings without drowning in them. Like I was coughing and drowning, you will learn how to sit with your own feelings without letting them flood you out, without allowing it to flood you out. And this is going to be so powerful because you will survive. It may be very challenging, Cancer. I'm not going to lie. It may be very challenging, but you will survive. And the reason this is so pivotal for you to do this is because Cancer is the ones who balance out the emotions of the other zodiac signs. And throughout these energy of us moving through our different seasons, Pisces and Cancer have intertwined, and it's become a little convoluted with this energy in Cancer. And so Cancer is coming back to claim or to reclaim their emotional throne. So, how we see Cancer as just this ball of emotion will be true. But this ball of emotion is going to turn into healing waters times 1,000 after making it through this time of sacredness. I don't even know how to say this, because Cancers will learn how to be present with their own feelings without it flooding them out. And it's going to unearth so many things within them. And on the other side, your reward, Cancer, is you will reclaim your emotional throne. And especially many Cancers, in the last 5 years, off and on, it has been a tremendous emotional roller coaster. Now, you may not know it because, again, Cancers will not always express that emotion outwardly, but they will hold that emotion in and keep it separate from themselves for as long as they can. But this is the time for that freedom to come for Cancers, for them to allow this emotion to come in almost like a tsunami and ride that wave of sitting with their own emotion, not projecting it back, not holding it to give it back out later, but to just allow it to flow and be very pleasant with their present with their own emotion. So here is the spiritual counsel for Cancer. I feel deeply and I stay grounded in grace. That's going to be so powerful. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You got a house full of Cancers over there, Priestess Nadra. So I feel deeply and I stay grounded in grace. So I'm excited because we're going to get a chance to see a transformation in Cancer that we probably haven't seen in over 100 years of them being present on Earth. And when they come out of this, they will be able to teach us more about our feelings, about our emotions, how to stay grounded, how to be able to be present with yourself, how to not escape, how to stay rooted in their own power. And it's going to be a beautiful thing. And I'm excited. I'm excited for you, Cancer. Yeah, it's going to be powerful. I could barely get that out. When I tell you guys, I was coming out of there boo-hooing, boo-hooing. You would have thought I was a sun sign Cancer, but boo-hooing out of it. Yeah, yeah. Yes, Brother Lance. Tremendous transformation. Absolutely. Mhm. I feel deeply. Yes, that is the mantra. Sun, moon, and rising Cancer. I feel deeply and stay grounded in grace. Yeah, yeah. Because the hardest things for Cancers to do is to really sit with their own emotions. They can hold your emotions and cry for you harder than you can cry for yourself. But now it's time for them to learn how to sit with their own emotions and reclaim their throne, their rightful throne. Yeah, so powerful. All right. So now let's move on to Leo. Let's move on to Leo. I know y'all was laughing when I said I popped the Michael Jackson cough drop, But I did. It's not really a cough. It's like a throat lozenger. I really did. And I learned it from Ashe to our dear brother Roy Ayers when I interviewed him. Wow. That moves my Cancer, Sun, Mercury, and Jupiter. Ooh. Listen. You can do it. You can do it, Priestess Erica. And we will all be here for your support. That's a lot going on, but you can do it. I have no doubt, Priestess Erica, you can do it. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go to Leo. Look at that. Leo. The Empress coming through with the Empress card. And look at her. Look at her there. The Empress card. So, Leo, now. Leo. Where my Leos at? Where my Leos at? Leo rising. Shh, come closer. Yeah, Leo. Okay, Leo. So, right now, you are having a Kundalini explosion of creativity. Your creativity is blooming more than my rose bush out front. It is just blooming all over the place, everywhere. Your creativity is just, you are having cosmic orgasms with your creativity. Ooh, look at all these Leos up in here. Look at these Leos up here. It's a whole, listen. So your creativity is blooming. Here's what I want you to keep in mind. Don't confuse motion with manifestation. Don't confuse motion. You know what motion is, right? You out here with motion with manifestation. Slow down. Slow down, Leo. Just slow it down. Slow down. I don't think any other sign gonna get told to slow down. Slow down. Slow down. True enough, this month of April is a month that is sort of opening up the portals when it comes to creating beauty, nourishing yourself, and magnetizing your desires. We get it, Leo. We get it. However, slow down. Allow others to stand in the sunlight too. We know, Leo, you are connected to the sun. But the sun is not just shining for you. Slow down, because what will happen is you're going to see how the right people will be able to connect with you. If you're looking for someone to help you in a project, and maybe there's this one part you can't figure out, you will come in contact with the right people to assist you on your journey, Leo. If there is something that you have a fixed idea about that you think, especially when it comes to spirituality and when it comes to how you understand things, you're going to meet people in your life that is going to help you expand your consciousness and awareness. You're going to be present in a room, Leo, thinking about something completely different, hear one word, it's going to activate you and put you on a completely different path that will elevate you in your life. Now, I want to take you back, Leo. I want to take you back to almost 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago for some of you. You missed an opportunity. You missed a chance because you were so busy getting caught up in motion and not manifesting what you were doing all your motion for. This is redemption time for you, Leo. It's like in The Lion King. Simba is now going to be able to come back into the pride and take his rightful place. But he didn't do it alone. He had so many people help him along his journey, seeing so many things from his father, losing his father through his acts. Leo, there has been many actions and many non-actions that you have and have not taken that has altered other people who have been connected with you. It has altered their lives. Their lives are changed, good, bad, or indifferent because of you, Leo. And I'm not saying that because I want you to hold that. I'm saying that because you have learned so much over these last couple of years. And you're going to feel this sun shining. You're going to feel like the spotlight is only on you. And truth be told, you are getting a lot of that spotlight. But don't forget the people that help you to get into that spotlight. Keep yourself open to know where you've been and where you are now, and how you too can share your light with others, because that's going to come and become your support system, helping you with this new foundation of what you're building right now. Right now. In fact, slow down because you're going to learn so much. You're going to see so much. You're going to gain so much. You are going to become a magnet. You are going to be solar power. Solar power. You don't have to tell people how powerful you are, what you can do, and what. Just slow down. Stand in your stillness. Stand in your stillness. And know that the path ahead will be lit from within. You will see it. You will see it clear. It will be lit up for you. You won't have to guess. Right now, things are kind of back and forth with you. You're not sure exactly which way to go. Slow down. You don't want to repeat past mistakes because your time is now and it will be revealed to you. So if I had to give you your spiritual counsel, Leo, it is I birth abundance from stillness and love. And I want you to understand how powerful that is. You birth abundance from stillness and love. That's where you're going to get it. In your stillness and in your love, you're going to be magnetizing, creating beauty, and not just in what we see in the physical aspects of beauty, but in everything you come in contact with, every conversation, every person you meet, everything you touch, you will be nourishing yourself, your physical body. You will be magnetizing your desires. And you will be birthing your abundance, your new pathway of abundance from your stillness and from your love, not from what you can do for me and what you need to be thankful for me for and what you need to give me, but in your stillness and your love. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad. All right, let's go to Virgo. Whew, we making our way. Mm. All right, Virgo. Here we go, Virgo. Let me put this up for there. Here we go, Virgo. Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. 8 of Pentacles. Take a look at that. 8 of Pentacles. So, Virgo, I'm going to keep it 100 with you because I know y'all are kind of cut and dry. Y'all don't like all that extra fluff. It's like, give it to me, baby. I want it right now. Just tell me what it is. Uh, uh, mm, 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 mm. Yeah, keep it a buck, Brown. Let me put that up there. Yeah, just Virgo wants you to just keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. So, Virgo, let me tell you something. Your dedication is something we ain't seen on this planet before, but it's about to go to a whole nother level. Your dedication, Virgo, your dedication, your service, because if anybody's going to serve, baby, it's the Virgos are going to serve, whether you ask them to serve or not. Virgos are going to serve. We could all take a class from a Virgo on service. So, Virgo, your dedication is paying off big because it's calling in blessings for you. Blessings upon blessings upon blessings upon blessings. That's it. And this month of April, as this portal opens up, it wants you, it's requesting that you do something so that these blessings can come pouring in through this portal. It wants you to honor the quiet craft. Because I don't know if you noticed it or not, but Virgos have been pretty loud lately. Virgos have been pretty loud. And if you are going to serve, you sometimes got to be a little loud to serve. Mhm. But it's time for you to honor the quiet craft, the behind the scenes grind. Because Virgo, you got something big. You got something that, quite frankly, is going to change the world that is coming. You have something to offer humanity in a very, very big way. And it's going to require that quiet craft, that you keep it close to your heart, that you're not doing this. You're not doing this all over the place. You're not doing this, and you're not serving everyone. You're taking time to take your hands and place them and your head down and you're hands on to what you're working on. That dream, that desire that is calling you. And this month, Virgos, two things. If you are not in a relationship, love could come calling, Virgo. Could be a love that comes calling, a powerful love that comes into your sphere during this time of April. If you are in a relationship, your significant other may be going through something. And in the midst of them going through something, you may have to go through it with them. Your money and your love is up for review during this sphere here. How you do your finances is going to change, Virgo. How you handle your money is going to change, Virgo. All of that's going to change for you. And it's changing because you are building legacy work now. You may very well, within the next 60 to 90 days, 3 to 9 months, be doing something completely different that you didn't see coming at this particular time, because you're working on this legacy work. So don't rush it. Don't rush what you're doing right now. You have to stay devoted in this time. This is the behind the scenes grind. This is not, I want to be out front and everybody look at me, pay attention to me, see what I'm doing. No, 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 no. Because this is where you're going to receive your downloads. This is where you're going to receive your insight. And when it is time for you to make your emergence, you will come back and you will teach humanity about service and about legacy work, what that work looks like, what that work feels like. And again, if you're married, don't be surprised if things such as joint accounts, taxes, inheritance, and things dealing with father issues don't come to the table with relationships, because these are going to be some legacy questions and things to discuss. Confirmation, I just got married and my husband and I had some discussions. Powerful, beautiful time for that. So, my counsel for Virgos is my devotion creates divine results. Your devotion first to yourself and your devotion to building a legacy, a lasting legacy of love and dedication. This is what you're working on. Yeah. All right, Virgo. All right. Let's go to Libra. All right, Libra. Look at that. Can you see that, Libra? Can y'all see that? Two of Cups. Two of Cups, Libra. Two of Cups right here. So, Libra, Two of Cups. We know Libras are all about relationships. They are the zodiac sign that helps us all understand the intricacies about relationships and how we connect with one another. And so April is going to bring in something so powerful. We have a Libra moon that's coming up in this month of April. And partnerships are a mirror this month. So for the Libras, sun, moon, and risings, partnerships are going to mirror this month. Those can be intimate partnerships, those can be work partnerships, these can be friendships, these can be these connections within your partnerships. This is going to be a mirror for you this month because real recognize real, Libra. Real recognize real. And this month, because the full moon is going to be in your sign, Libra, it's going to reflect to you how you give and receive love. And this is going to be big, so big for you, Libra, because you're going to realize what partnerships that you must let go of and what partnerships you must give some time, some energy, and attention to, because you're going to see where the partnerships that are in a line for your greatest and your highest good, the partnerships that are real and authentic, the partnerships that is reflecting on aspects of your own inner workings of how you see yourself and your soul, Libra. And you will have to make some big decisions here on some partnerships that you need to leave behind and some new partnerships that you need to start investing time, energy, and attention to, and where to begin to start looking within your own heart and soul of how you treat yourself. So, partnerships are a mirror this month for you, Libra. This full moon in your sign is reflecting how you give and receive love. And anything that you are receiving that is out of alignment, that you stay in partnership with, you will carry forth with you for years to come, as well as how you are giving love will carry forth with you for years to come. So it's going to be very, very important that Libra, that you recognize what is real in your partnerships. And it's also going to be important that you show up as your true self, your true self. You must show up as your true self. And if that partnership is not in alignment for you, you have to take a stand for yourself and recognize what partnerships will be going forward with you in this next coming cycle and which ones you will leave behind. So, my spiritual consultation for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising is my heart. Let me start that over. I open my heart to soul aligned connections. That's what I want you to take with you, Libra. I open my heart to soul align connections. I want to say only because really it should be an only there, but you need to really begin to recognize the real, healthy, loving partnerships in your life. All right? The ones that are soul aligned. Because what's going to happen is these partnerships are going to be your building blocks of how you give and receive love so that you can begin to start to spread and share not just your love, but so you can truly see what that feels to give it back without overgiving or without playing small or without compromising yourself. And it's going to take you into a higher octave of understanding about what the Libra energy is all about. Talk about lifting you up to cloud 9. You are going to be in a whole nother dimension about what you understand about partnerships in your life as well as yourself. It will open you up to abundance and possibly for so many Libras into a whole new line of work, a whole new line of purpose, a whole new line of relationships, ones that is healthy, ones that is in a harmonious balance, one that is of giving and receiving, and one that is authentic and real. And what is required of you, Libra, is that you must show up as your true self. No more smiling and tap dancing when that's not what you really feel. But by the same token, no more giving out false feelings when they really don't exist. Share the love. If there is kindness and love in your heart, share that kindness and love and be open to receive because your eyes will be wide open this month when it comes to partnerships. They have already begun to reveal themselves. Pay attention, Libra. You will learn so much about who you really are. Yeah, yeah. You will learn so much about who you really are. Ms.Blue, this sounds like we all have our new IDs. Not quite yet, but we are on our way to get there. I mean, they're in the mail, but we haven't got them just yet. Scorpio, let's go to Scorpio. Look at this. The High Priestess. I swear I got a coat just like this. It's green though. Look at the High Priestess here. Here is the High Priestess. Now, Scorpios, Sun, Moon, and Rising. High Priestess energy. You know what time it is, Scorpio. Oh, I don't think I have to tell any Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. They know what time it is. You see, this full moon in Libra, because at one time, I don't know if you know this, but Libras technically were Scorpios, or Scorpios technically were Libras, however you want to see it. But this full moon in Libra is a major activation for Scorpios. And it's going to highlight some things for you, Scorpio. It's going to highlight the hidden dynamics in all of your partnerships. It's going to put it on blast. And that's a good thing. I think you deserve, after these last 2.5, 3 years, Scorpio, of these relationships, you deserve to have all of your partnerships put on blast. They ass need to be front and center and put on blast. They need to be put on blast. It's going to highlight what is really going on within your partnerships. It's going to allow you the opportunity, Scorpio, to be able to separate your sensuality from your sexuality. And I know that seems like a simple task, but we often get it confused. We think that when we're being sensual, it's because we want to attract or pull something in or gather the likeness or the attention from someone else. But that's not necessarily the case. You can be very sensual without it being sexual. You can be very sexual without being very sensual. And you definitely need to learn how to navigate this within your partnerships, because some of your partnerships, Scorpios, have you in a chokehold for the wrong reason, when in fact, it is your sensuality that the sexuality is taking credit for. And that is not required in your partnerships. See, you have learned something completely different over the last couple of years. You've learned that what is really going on with you, Scorpio, is that you want something deep. You want something real. You want something lasting. You want something you can feel. And what is happening is too many things are on the surface, but you tend to navigate around those and allow for alliances and also giving people limited access to your boundaries of your sensuality and your sexuality. And in the end, you're left standing alone. But this changes everything, or it could, because these hidden dynamics in your partnership, because Venus is going to be finishing her retrograde, and she'll be finishing her retrograde in your house of love. So you're going to know the instant difference between your sensuality and your sexuality. And you will be able to keep things very sacred. Still sensual, but sacred. You will be holding the key. Think about it, the high priestess, the intuitive one, the one that understands all that is happening in the dark, that is going on. Your playtime doesn't have to stay at night, but you do need to learn how to separate sexuality from sensuality. And you can let your silence speak magic. You don't have to say a word, because what is coming up for you, Scorpio, it's all about business. It's all about partnerships here. And some of these alliances and partnerships that you have, they are coming out of some very, twisted dynamics. And it's stopping you from the freedom that Scorpio requires. It's stopping you. So you are truly in your Phoenix element as we step into this energy of April. The ashes. Oh, you done had them ashes for a couple of months. Ashes upon ashes upon ashes. Or shall we say, ashe? You done had to ashe a lot of things. Ashe some friendships. Ashe some business partnerships. Ashe some sexual partnerships. Ashe, some family members. Ashe some people in your life. So ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Phoenix, you, Scorpio, get to rise as the Phoenix because love is going to be front and center for you. But you have to learn how not to spit fire. Because if you spit fire, you will not rise as the Phoenix, but you will become the dragon. And the dragon head gets cut off this month. You don't want to spit fire. You want to stay in your power of love, because this is going to change everything. And when I say everything, come back and let me know. This is going to change everything. Your intuition is going to 10x. Got to keep a pure heart. This is not revenge time, even though there's some people, you can spit that fire on and get that revenge. Do not waste it because there is something greater for you, Scorpio, here. And I'm talking for however you identify, male, female, however you identify, Scorpio. Let your silence speak magic because it will keep things sacred. And you will see that your partnerships will change. You will be making some profound business partnerships changing because they were built on a foundation on some hidden agendas. And I ain't gonna hold you. Some of them hidden agendas were even yours. But it's time for us to move to higher planes. So my spiritual counsel for you, Scorpio, is my intuition, my multisensory abilities is my sacred compass. That's what it is. That's your sacred compass. And that compass is going to be your navigator. That is going to take you so that you can have your dreams fulfilled. And for many of you Scorpios, you may be taking a trip here outside of the country. You may bump into someone that opens up an opportunity for you that you could have never imagined at this time. Just by you staying and understanding the difference between sensuality and sexuality, your relationships, and you being authentic and giving pure love and showing up as that love and that light that you are. You are going to be the game changer for many of us in the world because you are going to be shifting in the business world so many things. So there you are, Scorpio. Your multisensory abilities is your sacred compass. Listen to it. Tune into it. It will guide you into spaces and places that your sexuality could not take you, into your fire, a place your fire could not take you. Your partnerships is being highlighted. Pay attention. You are the phoenix and you are rising from the ashes. Yeah. So there you go, Scorpio. Let's go to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Griffin said, wow. Here you go, Sagittarius, right here. 10 of Wands. Oh, 10 of Wands, Sagittarius. I have got to talk to my Sagittarius. The first thing that I think the whole world owes every Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising. We owe you an apology. And we also owe you gratitude. And so I want to be the very first to say to all of my Sagittarius out there, I want to thank you for your service. Because over the course of these last 4 years, when I say you've been putting in that work, you've been putting in that work. You've been holding it down and holding it down and holding it down. You've been holding it down for people who don't even know you, holding it down for them. So all of my Sages out there, I bow down. I want to say, I thank you. I thank you. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. We are so sorry. I apologize. I can sing Anita Baker. I apologize to all of my Sages, all of my Sages. You have been holding it down. You've been holding it down with very little complaint, with very little time off, almost with no days off, almost with no days off, almost with no days off. You have been holding it down. You've been holding it down for so many. For so many. I don't think the world knows what it would be like without the Sagittarius holding it down. Like, I went into your records. This is another place I cried. I cried during Cancer. Hell, I cried more during y'all sign than my own. I cried because I could see. I'm like, this is insane. You have been holding it down. I want you to know we are grateful. We are thankful for you because you've been holding it down for the known and the unknown. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's almost too much, too long. And that's immediately what I heard. This is too much, too long. It's too heavy, and it's not fair. So here's what I want you to take in, Sagittarius. Let this month of April be a spiritual teacher to you. A spiritual teacher to give you lessons on how to delegate and how to drop shit that ain't yours. Yeah, that part. I want you to stop, drop, and roll shit that's not yours to carry. That's what I want. Let this month of April start learning how to delegate things to the people in your lives, the people around you, and stop carrying shit that's not yours to carry. Okay? And I'm going to tell you why this is so critical for Sagittarius. It's going to be a little hard. It's going to be a little hard. But I want you to understand that you're not meant to carry everyone across the finish line because everyone doesn't want to go. Everyone doesn't want to cross the finish line. And you got some people with you that don't want to go. You dragging them. You got them on your back. You understand? You got them on your back. You carrying them on your back. And they are kicking, screaming, fighting, yelling, and yelling. I want y'all to know y'all ancestors just rolled up in here and opened my door. I just screamed the baby Blue. Who opened my door? She said, not me. Close the door, baby. Y'all ancestors just came and closed the door. No, it was closed. It was closed. That door said, boop. I thought somebody walked in the room with me. But I promise you, you have to let some of these people go. They are not meant to cross the finish line with you. I know you want them to. I know you will carry them, even if they're not willing to walk, even if they're not willing to do their part. They said, "Hey, Silver," even if you, even if you're not ready to even if they listen, 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 listen. What did she? Oh, Sheila said, "My God." I love it. I love Sheila. Sheila. Listen, they're not meant to go. They don't want to go. So you have to take this time to let this go, start delegating, because you are in your season of rejuvenation and you need rest. You need time to have your rebirth come into you, because this next season and all the things that you've accomplished, we look at you and we say, oh my goodness, I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you accomplished all of this. But you know there's so much more that you want to do, that you want to be, and that you want to experience. And so this is your time for you to retreat. Maybe go on a retreat. Maybe relax, delegate, and let some of these people go because they don't want to cross the finish line with you. They don't want to, they don't want to go. They don't want to be there. And I'm talking physically, mentally, and spiritually, because you're holding on to emotions. You're holding on to things, physical things that you need to get rid of. You need to let this go. So when you come out of this rebirth, you are born again, new, stronger, more powerful, more innovative, more driven, more focused, more evolved, more expansive, more alive, more alive. You are the Sag. You are the one who shoots the bow and arrow. You light the way so others can follow. But you have too much burden on you. It's too heavy. And so your arrow cannot go far. And in order for you to realign, to be able to reach those heights, you've got to retreat. Take time to go within, sit with yourself, relax, start delegating things, drop that shit that's not yours, get rid of people, get rid of places, ideas, and thoughts that is not serving you. Release it because you are stepping into a version of yourself that you have always imagined. And it is so divine. I don't want you to miss this. Trying to drag and carry people across a finish line that they never wanted to go. I promise you, you won't be alone. You will not be alone, Sagittarius. So, my spiritual counsel for you, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Release the weight. No, I got to say it again. I messed that up. I release the weight that was never mine to carry. I release the physical, mental, spiritual weight that was never mine to carry. Yeah, release. And again, we thank you, Sagittarius. We thank you for your service. Yeah, we thank you because you've been carrying us, many of us, for far, far too long. Yeah. Let's go on. Woo, that was deep. That was deep. Let's go on to Capricorn. Ah, my goodness. You feeling this energy, Christine? You are feeling this energy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes. That's right. Drop the zero and get a hero. Absolutely. 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 Yeah. Yeah. We got to give it up for the Sages. The Sages been doing their big one. That's right. They have been doing their big one. They have. Now we're going to go on to Capricorn. And this is the Hierophant, Capricorn, the Hierophant. All right, Capricorn, Hierophant. Mm, 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 mm. So Capricorn, two things. You are the structure and the sacred that have come together. Mm-hmm. 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 And for Capricorns, you're another one that has had some really, I almost want to say some crazy shit happen in the last couple of years. Um, no doubt some unexpected happenings, but you've had some real weird and kind of like crazy things go on. And Here's what I'm going to say without diving too deep into that is over the course of the last 18, 19 months, you have been building a new structure for yourself. And you're still trying to figure out what that looks like. What does that new structure look like? Because at one time, it might have seemed like it was going to be this, and then just like in the middle of the night, some shit changed and it was something else. And now you're doing this something else. And even though it feels all right for the moment, there's something stirring inside Capricorns that they know something different is still yet to come. And what I'm hearing is that the best is yet to come. So there's still something different that is yet to come for the Capricorns. For the Capricorns, something very, very different. And we have a new moon in Taurus. This is going to be an activation for you because it's going to unearth your values of what you feel your values are. It's going to get refined. Because interesting enough about Capricorns, they are kind of modest. I often know Capricorns that are willing to kind of go off the grid and live off the grid. And so they put their value in different kinds of things. Their value often lives at home for Capricorns. Their value often lives in their personal, intimate relationships. Their value often lives in antiques and things they kind of hold sacred or that was passed down from generation to generation. Their value is often rooted in things that they have put their hand and their minds involved in. That's why Capricorns are usually going to be very well educated, but they're also going to be very well versed. They're going to understand things from different cultures and different backgrounds and different systems and different parts of the world. And they understand this inner working at a level that I don't think any of us other signs have been able to tap into. They understand value completely different. In fact, they are great at appraisers as someone to come in to appraise something. Nothing can give you value or appraise some shit like a Capricorn. If a Capricorn tells you this is worth $1,000, you better believe it. If a Capricorn tells you this is only worth $2, you better believe them because they are the drivers of value and worth in our society. I find that so fascinating because Capricorns are not value driven, not in that way. Their value is a little deeper than that. It's about the part that you can't see. It's when you look at a business and someone says, oh, this person started a new startup, and I'm trying to figure out why someone is saying that this company is a unicorn. It's worth $1 billion because a Capricorn can look at the intricate parts of this business and it can see its future and what it will be worth, not as you see it here today, but as it continues to grow and evolve, what it will eventually turn into. That's why the structure is Capricorn. And now that we are in this new world order, Capricorn, you are going to be given the gift if you accept this opportunity. And this is for all of us. But Capricorn, if you accept this opportunity, you will be given the divine blueprint to build the new world order as far as structure from the ground up and as far as what is valuable. And so it's going to be important that you yourself get this upgrade and refine what you value. It's going to change in your life first. And then it's going to change into that new venture, that new business venture that you're going to be stepping into, that you're going to be building and creating and setting up this system. And not only will you be opening up doorways to that, but you're going to be opening up doorways and involving your whole belief system is going to get a whole refinement that comes along. And it's going to be aligning you and your ambition with your ascension. So you are on a fast track. You like on a jet, Capricorn. You going faster than the rest of us. You on that jet to your ascension. So Capricorns will be some of the first hands down on the ground that will be building structures as we come on the other side of this energy for the rest of this year. Capricorns are going to be the ones that is building this structure and looking at the value in our world, in our society, in our systems. So we will be hearing from Capricorns. Capricorns will be doing this, but what must take place is that you have to know that you have to release this old value system that you have, this old value structure that you have built. You're going to have to refine this. And you know, when something is refined, it changes. It's not the same. It don't taste the same. It don't smell the same. You know, it don't look the same. It don't move the same. It isn't built the same. And this is what you're going to be going through. So the Hierophant here, as she sits on her chair and is holding a wand in one hand, and she is holding up the Egyptian peace sign in the other hand. She is coming with force and she is coming with power. She has both feet on the ground to let you know she is not unearthing her foundation, but she is building a new system, a new structure. And it's one that is sacred, one that is sacred, and one that has been refined. I am so excited for Capricorns. I am so excited for you all. Welcome to King Simon in the building. I am so excited for you because you will be evolving drastically during this month, and you will be aligning your ambition with your ascension. And that is going to allow you to activate this new blueprint that may have seemed like it's all over the place, but there is a method to the madness, Capricorn, and you're getting that upgrade and you will be sharing it with the world. Yeah, that's powerful. Very powerful. All right. Ooh, we got 2 more to go. How we doing? Aquarius. Aquarius, look at that. Aquarius. Page of Wands, Aquarius. Page of Wands. Oh my goodness. Page of Wands, Aquarius. I got to speak to us because I am one of them. I have to speak to Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You have a hefty task that is coming upon you. It's heavy. It's a heavy task. But it's a powerful task, and only Aquarius will be able to pull this off because we are moving towards the age of Aquarius. And I say that from a textbook point of view, but we all can get to Aquarius because it is a frequency, it's a vibration at any time. So, what's happening is, remember the movie The Clash of the Titans? They had what was called the Kraken. You remember that scene where the gods had opened, the gods and the goddesses had opened up the sky and the Kraken had come in? Well, this is what's happening, Aquarius. You have so many new ideas, and I can bear witness to this Kraken that is just coming through you. It's like an awakening that is happening, and it's powerful. It can be a little uneasy at the same time because so much of what we know astrologically, the light is being shined on you, but from many different angles. And so I'm not going to hold you. You are going to have a rise of love that you get showered with during this cycle. But you're also going to have a rise of so many who want to take your ass out. I'm just keeping it real because they can't stand it. And they understand what your frequency represents in its presence. And the way that you will navigate through this cycle is you can absolutely, positively, you can do no edits to your divine downloads. You must stand in truth and power to your divine downloads. You're going to have to stand in truth. Listen, it is a don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Many of you know, even though I have taught astrology, my forte, my love is in the multisensory world. And even though astrology is a part of that, it is based on some other principles, and there is a lot of nuances that go into it. And so I love astrology and I know how to navigate it. But when I got this download that this is what I was going to be doing, I promise you, before I got to this, I was editing and saying, this is not what I want to do. I don't want to work with it. These are things that I've told you guys over the years. I don't really want to work with the tarot. I love the Oracle deck. What am I using tonight? The tarot. Astrology is a love of minds. It's not front and center with minds. But what am I speaking about? Astrology. I am coming outside of my comfort zone, but it's based on a divine download. Listen, you guys are saying, me too. Lance are saying, I'm telling you, it's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to make you feel some kind of way. But I promise you, don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Because this here is going to allow you to evolve into the next evolution of yourself that you could never imagine. Could never imagine. Not that you could imagine. I want you to think about everything you could imagine for yourself in your life. And I want you to think about what you could not imagine because you can't. And that's the downloads, the divine downloads you're going to be getting. And they're going to be new ideas. They may be things that you have touched hand on or you have studied and that you have even done before. But when you get back into that art, when you get back into that craft, when you get back into that study, it's going to be completely different for you. And so here you will be faced with the burden of coming into this age of Aquarius, of how you can bring the authenticity into the world and be the front runner to be able to show the world what that looks like when you get something so sacred and something so divine. And it is a personal, intimate download for you. And you are able to receive it and to put it out to the collective. That is the challenge. And when I say put it out into the collective, I don't necessarily mean on a platform like this, but it can be because many of you Aquarians, you will be activated. Many of you will go from working in an office to doing more work at home. You will be working from the home space because this is where the sacredness is going to come in and where you're able to take in these divine downloads and be able to process them. It may be an unfolding over the next couple of years, but you will see more Aquarians who haven't already stepped into this space, stepping more into having this sort of Kundalini lab within their home space of where they are doing their work and then going out into the world and sharing that. So when I say showing up with that divine download, that could simply be you showing up as your true authentic self, as you're being called to show up, which is going to be different than how you've previously been showing up. You will see this evolution. So don't edit, because then things can go very wrong when you start to edit, because you will be out of your alignment. And coming outside of your alignment, it kind of is going to put you in a very vulnerable space. Don't edit. You will be working from within and learning how to trust your authentic self and staying authentic to everything you put hands and put your mind and put your mouth and put your feelings and emotions on. This is going to be your guiding light. You will be channeling your cosmic curiosity, and it's going to open up windfalls of opportunities for you. But you must take action, as we all must take action. So, Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. Here is your spiritual counsel that I will give you to take in and be open to receive. I follow inspiration with open eyes and open heart. No edits allowed. No edits allowed. Mhm. All right. So you see the Page of Wands here and how she's standing there. And she has her wand in front of her hair tied, her feet planted on the ground, because she knows the way forward is more than she could imagine. But she knows it's something new, it's something fresh, it's something expansive. And she knows she can have the freedom and the power to move forward in what she's receiving. Another highly intuitive sign. That's why when you see the symbol for Aquarius, it is the frequency, because Aquarius is over frequency. This energy is about frequency. It's about the feelings, it's about the vibration. It controls, well, I don't want to say controls, but it's connected to the dimensions, and it sits over all of the zodiac signs all together because it's based off of a frequency. Everything here is based off of energy and frequency, which is energy in motion. Now, let's go to Pisces. Here is Pisces. Here is my Pisces right here. Pisces. Pisces. Can y'all see that? I don't know if it'll focus. Pisces. Four of Swords. Pisces. Listen, Pisces. This is to understand that it is preparation time. It is preparation time for you, Pisces. And to understand that rest isn't retreat. Because what has happened is you have been there too for so many, Pisces, in your close relationships and families. And it has taken a lot out of you. Now, this is a revealing time for you, and it has been in the last couple of months, starting, I would say, last year around October, November, or maybe even going back to 2023. But here's what I want you to know for the month of April: rest isn't a retreat. You're resting, but that's not a retreat. And you truly need time to regroup, to reset, to clear your mind and prepare to move forward, to prepare for a reboot, a total reboot. Venus just in April will be retrograding or retrograde through your sign. This Venus. And so now it's time, as this occurrence in this month of April, this occurrence, it's time for you to process what it revealed to you about yourself, about your relationships, about how you support other people, about your living situation, about your work, because this is strongly tied to your work, about people in your work, how you're performing your work, and are you getting a real solid rest? Not so you can avoid or escape or pretend certain things are not happening and taking place in your life, but so that you can have your sacred time, because you need real rest, real rest. It's not going to be long, but it will be worth it. You are worth it, Pisces. You are so worth it. Because again, you are like the 911 operator. Whenever shit goes wrong, either you happen to be there, because weird shit happens with Pisces too. They are real into the weirdness, like many of the signs, but Pisces is creating some of the chaos. Being that last sign in the zodiac, a lot of strange and weird things happen, and you're always there to support, or you're the person people call. But you are not allowing yourself to reboot. You are not allowing yourself to release. And so, what can happen if you don't take this rest? Bad habits, vices, things. But that is not going to give you the rest that you need for this powerful reboot that is coming. It's a jolt of lightning that is literally going to elevate you across 4 or 5 timelines. It's like it's bringing you back to life. And I'm not saying, Pisces, you were dead, but I'm saying you were so entrenched in everyone else that it's hard to find you. It's hard to tell. Where do you start? Where do you end? Where do you begin? And I know you're tired. I know you want a retreat. You need a retreat. Because over the course of April, time will tell. Because so many things will be revealed to you. And you're going to need time to really assess what that means for you. And it's going to be important that you do that in a healthy, loving environment, a very healthy and loving environment. So you have to trust the pause. If there's a pause in a relationship, if there is a pause with your work, if there is a pause with family members, if there is a pause with maybe something you were about to move forward on, if there is a pause on something you were about to purchase, and all of a sudden you have to trust that pause, because what's happening is your rebirth is loading. You know how sometimes you go on the computer and it spins? It's loading and it's telling you, stay here on this screen. Don't go to the next screen. Wait, because if you go to the next screen before it loads, it's everything is just going to be all over the place. Trust this reboot. Trust your rebirth. You are going to need your sacred time alone. You are the last sign of the zodiac, and you have been taking on, helping, assisting, taking in, listening, 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 listening to everyone else's problems. And you need a break. Don't fall to your vices, because all Pisces got vices. Sex, drugs, gambling, lying. They have vices. We all have vices. But because Pisces does so much, it's a heavier burden of their vices. The drinking, yes. Yes, please, please. You are so close to your rebirth. Please, 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 please hold the line. My spiritual counsel for Pisces is to understand this and receive this message. My rest is sacred, and it supports my rise. My rest is sacred, and it supports my rise. I promise you, whatever you are going after, attempting to do, or wanting to create and manifest, it will be waiting for you after this pause. And you'll know when the pause is up. So get into your spiritual practice, whatever that is, meditating, getting out in nature, walking. Really, if you can't take yourself on a retreat right now, make sure that you are getting your proper rest, because whether you feel it or not, it is there. And this is a critical time, Pisces, for you to trust this pause of where it's coming. Yeah. Whew. So there we go. This is the 12 zodiac signs for the month of April, and very powerful. Now, in closing, here are two cards I pulled for the collective that came up this month for April. Judgment, and I'm going to talk about that. The Judgment card. And the other one is the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you for saying you give good astrology. Listen, if I told you how many hours after I got that divine download I've been studying, working, and trying to get this all typed up, I felt like I went back to school. So I definitely understand about, I wanted to make sure I gave no edits. But listen, soul family, that was your 2025 April collective spiritual intuitive astrology tarot insight for all of us, that spiritual console. And so it is my intention that it nourished your spirit and it gave you something to walk with during this month, to truly, truly walk with. One of the things afterwards, if you can come back and let me know your sun, moon, and rising in the comment. And if you are feeling a deeper calling, um, you know where to find me. And you also can share that in the comment section below. But this is the month for judgment, but not of others. This is the month that we will judge ourselves. Judge ourselves in the way that we can ask the question, can can I can I be better? Can I evolve from where I am? Can I? Can I rise to the occasion of what is here for me? Can I truly, truly rise? Yeah. Can I rise? I forgot. We have one more thing before we get out of here. I want to give you a ritual and an elixir for you to work with before I get too carried away. Um, but yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Can I rise? Yeah. Can I rise? Can I rise? Can I still rise? As Maya Angelou so beautifully put it for us, we are still rising. Still rising. I'm going to share something with you all, and I want you to take notes on this and let me know, and then I'm going to give you the ritual. But for those of you who may not know me, because I'm not doing no edits, baby, I'm not missing my moment, I'm not editing anything. I want to share a little bit about who I am and who I know myself to be at this time, right? And forever growing. I am Ms.Blue, the Soulful Oracle. I am a multi-dimensional guide, a sacred mirror for those ready to awaken to their divine truth. And this is something that I've been practicing myself and I've been doing over the course of 20 plus years. I serve seekers, sensitive soul beings, soul led leaders who are ready to remember who they are and unlock their highest. I'm talking about who's ready to unlock their highest potential. And it's through psychic mediumship, energy healing, and cosmic decoding. I help you tap into your own inner oracle because everyone has an oracle inside of them. I help you tap into your own inner oracle and activate your divine blueprint and rise into your sovereignty because we are all independent agents on the planet. And I work with those who feel a call of something deeper than just being in the world. Those experiencing spiritual awakening, navigating life transitions, or seeking to align with their true purpose. So, whether you're connecting with your spirit guides, or you are interested in your ancestral patterns, or you're reclaiming your intuitive, multidimensional gifts, I walk you through the mystical and the mundane, helping you to alchemize them all into one and translating energy into insight and power. I mean, pain into power and sprinkling it with love. Because love is the only thing that is real here on planet Earth. So I don't just guide you. I activate you. And I know I do that for real. And not just because I say so, because so many of you have shown me and you have told me. This is not just the service. I feel like I know I am on a sacred soul assignment. So if this is your first time, you did not find me by accident. You are answering the call of your higher self. And so I want to welcome you all to this mystic circle that we come here and we unlock the magic that lives within. So there you have it. I had to get that out without edit. I channeled that without edits. And I had to get that out and to let you all know. So welcome to the Mystic Circle right here, right here. So now this is what I want to tell you for this elixir. And I'm going to put this up on the screen because you'll understand here from the activation art of tonight. You will be able to see this, and you see the goddess there, how she's holding the chalice. And inside that chalice, there are blueberries. And so here is a drink that you can have for yourself. You can work with this elixir. And thank you all so much for the love. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for being here as well. I'm going to finish this and we're going to get out of here. But I want to tell you what to do. The ingredients you're going to need, we'll talk about that here, is you're going to need some blueberries. So let me break it down. I'm going to give you those things that you're going to need. You're going to need a small bowl of fresh, or you can have frozen organic blueberries. You're going to need like a small bowl of blueberries. Have you some water, whatever that is for you. You can have some crazy water. You can have whatever your choice of your water is, but you want to have some water, or you can even do coconut water. You're going to need a dash of cinnamon because this is going to help you with grounding. It's optional. You don't have to do that. And then you're going to want to have either a clear quartz or amethyst crystal to have with you, right? And so I want to talk about what you're going to do, and I'm going to talk about this. Ingredients, but let's dive into some of the medicinal properties of this blueberry. You know, it's an antioxidant powerhouse. So this bluebells, these blueberries are so here I it's good for your brain, it's good for your nervous system. It also helps to rejuvenate your body and your energy matrix. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Y'all don't even want to know what it is. I need to be drink. I didn't drink enough water today and I did a lot of working out. So I already know what it is. But I can't stop now. And baby Blue's doing her thing. So I'll get me some water in a minute. So it helps to boost your memory, your focus, supports your nervous system, your nervous system. Excellent for those who are channeling energy, who are energy readers, who work in a altered state. It activates and it clears your third eye. It strengthens your intuitive clarity and your insight. Like blueberries support the brain and it support the nervous system. No, you didn't miss any of the items. Mm-mm. It's anti-inflammatory and it's detoxifying. So it's so good. It clears heat and inflammation from the body. It works with the intestines, it works with the liver. It spiritually supports, it helps you to release suppressed emotions, and it also clears out if you're dealing with internal conflict, it helps with that. And right now, my throat chakra is recalibrating because I told y'all this is not what I wanted to do tonight. Initially, it was an idea I got, but I was going to edit it and it wasn't going to look like this. So here you have it. And here's the fallout from it because my throat chakra is like, yep, you're going to do it. You're going to do it all. So I bear witness to that. My throat chakra is constantly like, nope, you're going to say it. You're not going to edit it. And anytime I try to edit and try to change it and make it extra sweet, nope, we're going to say it what it is. So the other thing, it calms, it helps to ground your emotional body. So whenever you drink blueberry juice, and I'm trying to think of this store, Wagmans. If you have a Wagmans near you, they sell an amazing blueberry juice in a bottle. It comes in a wine bottle and it is the best thing. I order it by the case because we don't have a Wegmans in Texas and they will deliver. I order it by the cases and it comes in a wine bottle. I don't know why I didn't think to bring one in here, but it comes in a wine bottle and Wegmans sell blueberry. It's pure organic blueberry juice. Nothing else is mixed with it. And you can feel it when it hits your body. It hits your nervous system. It is so good. It is top tier. So whenever you are drinking blueberries, it helps your liver, your intestines, and everything. It helps you with your third eye. You know, you think about it, it carries that indigo frequency of activation. How we know about in the modern world about healing with frequencies and vibrations is through Wilhelm Wright. And he was the one in the blueberry field where he was using the orgone energy before they arrested him. He was in a blueberry field where he was doing that, where he was using the apparatus of the orgone energy to send it out into the atmosphere for changing the weather and also helping out the crops and the plants. One of the oldest plants on the planet that has survived more. Oh, it's on Amazon. I didn't know that, Jennifer. Thank you. Well, I order it straight from Wegmans. I think it may be cheaper on Wegmans, but I'm sure Amazon will get it to you. Good to know. Um, so drinking blueberry juice or blueberry tea, it soothes anxiety and it also helps with sadness and any kind of nervous tension you have in your body. It's so excellent. Your baby loves it. Yes, it's so good for you. And it's perfect during this Mercury retrograde when our emotional waters feel a little bit turbulent. Uh-huh. I don't know. I think it is a Wagmans brand. I'm not sure, but I know Wagmans is where I found it. So let's talk about some soul protection and light body nourishment. Now, blueberries act like a gentle etheric shield, especially when consumed with intention. So remember, anytime you get anything liquid, you should be energizing it, charging it, and putting your intention in it. And that blueberry is really just going to help you with a gentle, energetic shield. And drinking a blueberry infusion, I love to do it before I go in the Akashic Records, before I go into meditation, before I do any kind of channeled writing or journaling, because it helps you to anchor your light body, you know, and you'll be in a state of grace and just a nice sort of protection in the sense that you will have your boundaries around you there. So that's some of the things with this blueberry. I wanna go back and also tell you guys about the other thing. We know that blueberries are one of the oldest fruit on the earth, and consuming them is a great way. I know I told you guys about the uh, coffee beans in a paper bag, but you can have access to ancestor wisdoms in a bag, in a bag, especially through your maternal lines. So if you want to go on your mother's side or your father's side and you want to have access to your ancestors, because not all of your ancestors will have the wisdom to help you in this time, but to have access to the wisdom in your maternal line through your ancestors, blueberries can help you to do that. Now, excellent during a full moon. If you need any kind of emotional healing, it is there for you. Now, when it comes to the planetary and elemental alignment, blueberries are connected with the moon and with Jupiter. So, whenever you're doing any kind of prosperity or abundance rituals, you want to work with, also, you want to work with blueberries. Excellent to work with them. Then, anything in expansion, you want to work with that. The moon element is there. So anything that is dealing with your mood, emotions, your body, health, healing, your physical body, your home, feminine energy, tapping into the right hemisphere, the moon, excellent for blueberries. The element is water, is water. Excellent during Pisces and Cancer season, doing any form of divination work and any type of full moons. So I'm going to go over the ingredients again. And those ingredients is a small bowl. You'll either need fresh or frozen organic blueberries, some water, some coconut water, a dash of cinnamon if you want. Hold- All right, a dash of cinnamon and a clear quartz. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take the blueberries and you're going to, you can do it two or three ways. I take my blueberries, I take them frozen, I put them in a blender, and then I mix them in. I've done it with coconut water, but I do it with water, a little bit of water, not too much water, but a little bit of water. And then I put a dash of cinnamon in there. Earlier I made I put some cayenne pepper in there. I don't advise because now I'm thinking that may have done it. But put some cinnamon in there for grounding and mix it up. You want to have a liquid consistency of it. You can always pour some more coconut water if you use that, or you can pour some regular water in there just to get that. And what you want to do is to have your bowl and you're going to hold your crystal in your hand, your quartz crystal or your amethyst nearby. And one of the things you're going to be speaking over the bowl of the elixir. So, say this is the elixir, your bowl, you're going to speak into it with your crystal in your hand. You're going to speak into it. And you're going to say, I bless this fruit of the earth with healing, sight, and soul calm. And may every drop nourish my spirit, awaken my visions, and anchor my truth in light. And then you're just going to sip on it real slow. And then I want you to do some free writing and just pull out your journal and just see what gets channeled through you and drink that elixir. And then you can come up with your own, activation statement that you want to set for intention and working with the blueberries and begin to mix that in. and work with that. And if you try that, please tag me below and let me know how that goes for you. And let me know. Let me know. Please let me know. Tag me below and let me know. Also, let me know sun, moon, and rising. And also how you felt about the readings and which one resonated with you. I would love to hear your feedback on that. And we can go from there. You had to rewind that. You had to rewind that. Yes. So there you go. So listen, that is gonna do it for me. I think I didn't talk myself now. We at 3 hours here. I hope you all enjoyed this. Can I say the prayer? Well, it wasn't a prayer, but I will say that I will say the intention statement over it again for you. I bless the fruit of the earth with healing, sight, and soul calm. May every drop nourish my spirit, awaken my visions, and anchor my truth in light. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta let that throat chakra gotta rest. It's recalibrating, but I absolutely love when my chakra recalibrate. But my throat chakra is acting up because I really wasn't gonna come on. And when I came on, this isn't what I was like, oh no. If I have to do that, I gotta work. I gotta really, really work today. But I truly, truly am thankful that I answered the call and that you all enjoyed it. And it spoke to you as well. And so just some things for you to walk with as we walk into this month of April. For everyone who's in the futuristic activation, you will be getting your recording for the week. That's going to be, hey, Infinite, I didn't see you come in. Yes, I'm going to get some rest. I've been putting in a lot of work myself. So I definitely, I don't give lip service. I live this. So every time I give a reading, I get a chance to get a reading to myself, probably because my air conditioner is freezing, but a whole lot of things. And I need to release a lot of things. I need to still do some releasal here too. Yes, the pollen. The purple flowers are everywhere. That's beautiful. I birth abundant. Aw, thank you for that, Attune. I love that. So that's going to do it. Love you, soul family. I look forward to us catching up in the comment section. Please leave your comments below. And we will get a chance to connect again here real soon. Love you all so much. Peace and love. Peace and love, soul family. Peace and love. Ciao.